What's up, everybody? Today is another art class, and so was the class that you just saw before, because it's the same day. Which, by the way, do I have any Grinch stuff on my nose? I felt like I had like green, like I feel like I can see like green marker here. Whatever. Okay, today we're gonna talk about proportions. If you have done this in class with me in person, you already know all of this, but I'm going to go over it and over it and over it. And guess what? You're probably going to hear this over and over and over throughout your life anyways if you continue doing art. So get used to it. Proportions, specifically talking about like the proportions of the face. It's just good to know because even if you don't want to do like realism or anything like that, it's good. Well, first of all, you got to know the rules to break them. Right? You have to know what you're talking about. You have to sound like an artist sometimes, right? Otherwise, no one's going to trust you that you can do it. So it's just good information to have. It's good for education. And also, if you do someday want to become a semi-realistic or realistic painter, or even just to have that in your toolbox to know how, if you get a commission from someone and it requires realism, like, you know how to get that ball rolling. So sorry about the background. Also, once you know where the proportions are, then you can go ahead and start messing with them, right? My eyes can be up here or down here, or my ears can be huge or like indents, who knows? So that's what we're gonna do today. So I have my handy dandy sketchbook. Oh, remember this? I forgot about that. We did that last week. So ugly, but I love it. Also, I don't know if you can tell the difference between right here and right here. Like if I had a white colored pencil or something, I would have colored this, but I didn't. And can you tell the difference? Like it looks unfinished right here. Like this part of the page looks like I did something and then it's like, oh, what am I going to do over here? Oh, that's part of his face. Oh, I didn't realize. So that's why it's always really important to cover up your white with paint, or it truly makes a difference. I promise. Oh yeah, there's that one too. Pretty. That was fun. We did that in class, but whatever. Okay, so all you're gonna do for proportions. Proportions? I never know. Let me start with this. Trying to think if I can rest you guys up higher so you can just look down rather than be like crunched. Is that helpful? That's helpful, right? I'll just move it back a little bit. Okay. So, you are going to make a circle on your paper. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we're making a circle. Okay? That was actually a pretty good circle, I'm not gonna lie. Circle. That is a good circle. I'm impressed. You could use something like this, but there's literally no point. No one has a perfect circle in their head. From here, we are going to cut it down the middle. So I'm going to really lightly, because these lines will hopefully not be seen, draw a really light line horizontally across the middle. From there, I'm going to find the middle of, actually, you know what, let's make a line all the way up here just to show where the bottom is. Okay, that's the bottom, right? Now I have to find the middle between these two lines. So the middle of the bottom and the middle of the middle, which is about right there. So I'm going to draw another light line right there. One second. Sorry, I don't know. I was just confused. And then from there, you're going to take this distance. It's basically the same distance as this, of course. And you're going to make another one of those distances below here. So this is going to go right here. Okay, it's about there. About. That does not need to be perfect. You don't need to be measuring this with a ruler. And then, you know, when I do your sideways, they are all relatively the same width, right? Okay, but this is how we're doing it. So, this first line, the first line that we drew, the one that's in the middle of it, that's where your eyes are gonna go. And what I mean by that is they cut right through your eyes, basically. And this is where it kind of gets tricky because we're not really talking about how big they should be or how small they should be, so just really basically that's where your eyes go. Or how far apart they should be or anything like that. I do them bottom, just pretty much like, again, you can draw like a thing like that, like vertically, so you can get a better idea of like where the head should be. Because I don't want one right here and one right here, obviously. So I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. And I'm just gonna do a basic almond shape. I'm trying to draw dark so you can see well. Just for now, this is all I'm doing. Almond shape eyes. They do have an eyelid, right? And then your eye would go down here. So it's tired of me. Okay. This is a very tired person. That's just basic. We'll get into details later. Okay. The second one, the one that's in the middle of the bottom of the face and the middle of the face, that is your nose. So that's where the bottom of your nose is going to go. Again, I've drawn a lot of like noses, like examples in this class, but for now, what I do, a really easy one, you can do whatever you want, but just know that's where the bottom of your nose goes. I'm going to go, how am I going to do this? That is the ugliest nose I've ever seen in my life. Ah! So cute. So yeah, you can be like, let's just do this. let's just do that for now. Nostril, okay. And again, we talked about using yourself for a reference. So bottom of my nose, there is, you can see some lines right here on both sides, right? So I am gonna draw those just lightly because it's more of a shadow than anything. It's not like an actual line on your face. Okay. The lips are actually this very bottom part, okay? And it's gonna look like you don't have a chin, but I'll show you today. So this is where your lips go. So the very middle is like the middle of your lips. So it's like upper lip up here. How do I do this? It's really hard to do. Sideways, oh my god. Hold on. Wow, this is really hard. Okay, that's the upper lip, and then the bottom lip, right? And then they go like that. That looks hilarious. So cute. So this very bottom one that we did, that we just kind of like invented that way, that is actually where your chin is gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna make a little, darken that up a little bit for where the chin goes, and then it's kind of up to you how you want the cheeks to go. But basically, you're just gonna draw a line that comes all the way up to the outside of the circle on both sides. Okay, and that's, like I said, where you can get kind of playful. Around this way, because you could have like really round cheeks, right? Or you could have really sunken in cheeks even, or whatever, okay? So that's the basic proportions. And now, check it out. When I go over this in marker or paint, whichever I'm using, oh sorry, I forgot the hair. That's why we leave all this space, because check this out, look at it. That's actually accurate. Like without my chin, my eyes are halfway down on my face. Look at all that forehead. 5 head, 6 head, whatever it is. So yeah, so that's where your hair would go. Obviously, my head doesn't look, you can see the roundness right here, but it's not, my hair doesn't go round, right? It goes like kind of up and square-y, so it's kind of foxy. Or if you have bangs, they're going to be just covering all of this. So let me show you what that looks like with bangs, just so you get the idea. Like some nice curtain bangs or something. And it is going to go up a little bit higher, because that's all hair, right? His name is Charlie. And his ears are in line, by the way, I forgot that. His ears are going to be in line with his eyes. So, ear-ish type of deal. Ear-ish type of deal, okay? Cool. Again, you can go into more details and stuff like that, but I'm going to outline all of this minus the lines that I made, like the straight parts. So like I'm not going to do, you know, the lines that we did across or vertically. I'm just going to trace the outline of the face. Here's his one ear. His ears are pretty small. Maybe he has some more. Cutie. Okay, now I'll go over his eyes. When I do these like broken outlines, it's not supposed to look like hair, it's just supposed to look like a shadow. And then his lips, which are very pursed. He does not look like the happiest dude, but you never know what's going on with this guy. Okay. Oh, of course, eyebrows. Which is kind of really critical, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna grab the what are they called? Colored pencils. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the colored pencils so that I can show you a little bit about shading. I actually, in fact, grabbed the crayons, but that's okay. We can work with that. So darkening up. Let's look at my face. This is like the light is like dead on me, so it's kind of even hard to see. But you can see, right, that there's. You guys know about contouring. At least the girls do. You kind of darken it in right here and lighten it in up here, which is how it looks. So you're just exaggerating that. That's how I always kind of start my portrait shading. So he's so ugly. He's adorable. What am I talking about? He'll be pretty soon. You can actually kind of see how we made that circle. Those are his cheekbones. That's what your head does. Those are your cheekbones. So we're just gonna darken those up. And by the way, how do we darken something? Darken a color, adding black, of course, or specifically with skin tones, you rarely want to use black unless you're using the Zorn palette. I have to throw that in case any parents are listening and they're like, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about, but you guys don't need to know that right now. You want to use complementary colors. Okay, because red and green are complementary colors. So it doesn't really matter which one goes first. And I'm just gonna start lightly shading in his cheekbones. And actually this line that I made is kind of accurate. So I can even highlight a little bit, contour a little bit of that too. Go over it with the red so it's a little less green. Kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay. Same thing with the nose. Again, I was trying to make like kind of shadowing around the nose. Let's look at mine really quick. Yeah, it's not like my nose isn't flat to my face and just has like two lines. That's not how it goes. Your nose goes up and then down. So we have to make it somehow look like it's going down. And the way that I see that is that it's a little bit darker right here, right? And again, this is like really hard to see. Do you see how white it is right there? Do you see how dark it is right there? Do you see the crease right here? So it's really dark around the crease, right? It's about studying yourself. Another people. Okay, so like I said, there's a dark crease kind of like around the nose. And we really already darkened this part up, so that really doesn't matter, but we're just working on filling everything else in there now. And these wispy lines are your best friend. And again, the goal is to have no white left on paper, so you might want to just go ahead and give it an all over tone so it doesn't look like you guys broken nose. It's just going to look like skin tone. So skin tone, skin tone, skin tone. And then we can darken it up with the complementary color, where it needs to be darker. And with cross hatching, right? So this part is much darker. And then I just go ahead and put crayons in there. There she goes. A little bit. Okay. In hindsight, I probably would have colored the whole overall tone in red and the green in the opposite, but whatever. Let's do a little shading on the chinny chin chin. Cute. What about the forehead, right? Forehead is really light up here, but dark in the middle. So yeah, because when you contour, you go like eyebrows are always really light, and then don't you do like that? Isn't that right? I don't know, but that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna darken just like partway through his forehead. So very, very small. Now, I think that's pretty good. Under the eyebrows are actually really dark. I know I said we highlight right there, but it depends what lighting you're in, right? Because like that looks really light, that looks really dark. So we'll just do it like what we see. So we're gonna do dark around the eyes, all the way around the eyes. Kind of goes down here too, huh? Can't tell if it makes a difference which color you put on first. Like right here, I did green and then red on top. This one was red with green on top. Does it look different? Just thinking. Thinking out loud. What I'm using to make these marks is swirly, like a bunch of little swirls, and think about the push. The push is where you put it on, and as you loop it down, you're kind of like mellowing it out. Actually, that's wrong. Why does it pull it down? Just like making letter C's almost even. Okay. Now is the part where I can start turning my character into someone. I already said his name was Charles. He looks like a very stern young man. He needs more hair behind his ears too. Charles. Let's see. He definitely has a beauty mark already right there on accident. He's a pretty boy. Oh, as far as the neck is concerned, I'm just gonna go straight down. A little bit towards the shoulders would be right here, right? He's, I might put some makeup on him. I don't think I want to put makeup on him. I like it how he is. I will give his hair a different color though. With hair, you guys, oh my goodness. First of all, you want to block it out, right? You also want to think if you're doing it like this, I'm doing the strands. So I told you the same thing about eyebrows. Strands. You see those strands? What I said when I said blocking it out. See how this is like a whole shape right now? It's literally like this all the way around, and then I'm just filling it in with lines. I wish he could use a bow tie. He could use a bow tie, but it would be too low. Maybe he's a priest. I think that's it. What is it? They have a white collar, or is it like stripe? Yeah, it's a white. It's like white, black, white, right? Is that right? This is black for pretend. Yeah, that's right? Cute. And then this down here is his skin still, so neck looks dark. It's being shaded by my chin. And I see a dark line because it doesn't just blend in, right? I see a darker line that separates, that distinguishes my chin. So that's already darkened. We don't need to really worry about that. We could blend it a little bit better, but other than that. It's probably the darkest part. The eye circles. And here's Charles for you. I'm gonna draw because this is a coat, so it's gonna be obviously like thicker than his actual neck, you know? That makes sense. And he's raising his hand. Hi, Mom. that is not how I would draw a hand in this case. So pretend I'm not there. There was a show on when I was little called Angela Anaconda, and that's exactly what this looks like. It was like a big, huge head and then like little stick figures for arms and stuff. Looked a lot like this. So there you go. Some basic proportions. Okay, so again, using that circle to identify where your cheekbones are going to be. Again, we didn't talk about the size of your lips or your nose or your eyes, anything like that. It was very basic, and this this nose is completely off center, and that's why using a vertical line is important, Amy. But you get the general idea. Doesn't it look like 3D? Like, right? Cool. One more thing before I go is that I just want to show you, like, you're probably asking, okay, what about like a face that's looking to the side or something? Same rules apply with the whole drawing of the circle thing. I'm trying to find if this is fine. So I draw my circle. This time what I'm going to do is use a cross, like an X. And I'm going to make an X, and we're going to see what happens. And it's going to be curvy, so like, I'll show you. Like that. Now, again, that top line is your eyes. This is the center of your face. The face. To me, I can already see it. If this is the nose, here are the lips, here are the eyes. This person's kind of like looking like up to the side, just barely. Just barely. Let me give you another example. This one's better. This person's looking like this, right? So this is where the nose would be. You can see, do you see how, here's my nose. You can still see this part of my face. I'm not turned completely profile. I can still see that part, and that's where this comes in handy. So it's like eyes, using myself here. Nose comes just about halfway. Pen work, come on. And then mouth is just below that. And then add that chin on. When you do this route of it, you really don't need to move the chin any further down because this is down so low. So it's whatever. I'm not going to get too intricate with that, but in case if anyone does want any homework, anything to mess around with at home. Again, my ear in this angle is a little bit lower than the eyes. Looks like the top of the ear is going to start in line with that eye line, basically. Okay, and you can kind of see what I'm doing, and then it's really fun. You can, once you get a vision for what the character looks kind of like, then it's really fun. So definitely looking over this way. And the kids just got here, so I have to wrap it up. Love you, peace.